Hey guys, Happy New Year's. It is now 2017. Sorry, I just thought I would do a little dance for y'all, just a little something. But it is now 2017, and I just want to do a quick recap of my 2016. Real quick. Let's see. So I started off in 2016 getting back on social media. I was gone now for a couple years. Better in 2016. And I'm even going to be even better in 2017. But I got back on because I needed to network and I wanted to get in contact with some of the people that I've missed over the years. Like, I really disappeared. People were like, oh my gosh, we thought you like died. And I was like, no, I didn't die. But thanks though. No, but I just took some time off. Like, sometimes people really need to take a break. I feel like everyone in their life should take at least 1 year away from social media. It's like cleansing. It's like getting to know who you are again. Something you guys don't know, but 2016, like early in the year, like probably around like February, March, like before I graduated, I got shingles. Yeah, young people can get shingles. I was shocked because every time I see the commercials for shingles, you see these old people and they're all like, oh, like this. And I'm just like, oh, only old people get shingles. I'm not worried about that. Like, I already had chickenpox. No. This one right here got shingles. It hurts. It hurts really bad. So, be cautious. Be cautious. You can still get shingles at a young age. Like, my doctor was really shocked, actually. Well, he wasn't really shocked, but he was like, when I told him, I was like, I got these like bumps and I'm itching and these little clusters all on my back. Like, what's going on? And I thought like, oh, it was like a rash or like somebody like maybe like bed bugs or something. I was like, oh, these dorms, like these are supposed to be brand new dorms because I was living in dorms at the time. And I was like, this is supposed to be brand new dorms and I got shingles and what? No, it was shingles. So be cautious. Be cautious, young folks. I graduated with a bachelor's in communications with a minor in sociology. So that is amazing because Lord knows I worked so hard to get this, just to graduate. Like, I've been throughout my years really quick when it comes to graduating. I've been at a college that a dean came at me one time talking about I plagiarized after I literally stayed up for like 12 hours writing a paper about Romeo and Juliet. Now tell me this. How much stuff is out there in the internet about Romeo and Juliet? Billions. There's nothing that's coming up brand new. Nothing that's coming out of my mind that has not been written about Romeo and Juliet. Like, that's... Come on now. But I sat there, and it was like a basic paper. Like, I had to, I don't know, it's like a 12-page paper describing, like, explaining a scene. Like talking about a scene and how, like, the things, how, like, the cinematography was. Why do I feel they chose that music? Why did I, what was the symbolicness behind it? Things like that. So it was a chunky paper. And I had to watch the scene like 7 million times just to, like, go back and forth, da-da-da. And then she was like, oh, that's plagiarism because and then like I was like, okay, show me the paper, like show me where my plagiarism was. And the things that like showed plagiarism was like the basic sentence was like, as Romeo appeared looking up, or as Juliet spoke softly. So you caught those little things and count that as plagiarism. Lord, it was a struggle because she was out to get me. So that was something I went through in college. I went through it again in college, again at another university. This is 2 different universities. So no, I didn't plagiarize, I promise. But at another university, we had to write about, it was a sociology class too, actually. And we had to write about the justice system and how we're going through a new Jim Crow. And we had to write about that, like the I can never say the word. You get what I'm saying. Mass incarceration and things like that. So I was writing my paper about that. I have like notes. I'm talking, I had notes from my draft. I had a little circle with the lines coming out. Like, what should I put here? What paragraph I had all that. I gave it to her. She hit me with plagiarism. Lord, I was like, who is creating this plagiarism like layout? Where's the guidelines? Because someone needs to recreate these. So once again I said, show me this. She showed me it, and then I showed her my notes, and I mean I was like, boom, and she felt stupid in a way. Like, I'm sorry to say, but she felt dumb because she was like, oh, you do have notes. Oh, I see your process. Oh, I see how you got this and see how exactly. Like, why do you think? And then her comment was, the reason why Sorry, my alarm was going off. The reason why, in the comment she made, and the reason why she said that she thought it was plagiarism was because she was like, oh, the paper doesn't sound like you. This is how I sat in the office. I was like this. What do you mean it doesn't sound like me? What are you trying to say? For you to be teaching a sociology class about the criminal justice, like, so you're trying to say because I know some big words and I actually can write and sound intelligent and I don't be like, yeah, so you think it doesn't sound like me? I felt offended, highly offended when she said that. But it's okay. I prayed about it and I moved forward. I moved on because that's the world. People are going to they look at you as something, and then when you come off differently, they're shocked. Oh my gosh, you actually are educated. Yeah, I actually am. But anyway, so that was something that I went through with college. I was like, so yeah, in college I went through 2 chances of almost getting kicked out because of plagiarism, which I didn't plagiarize. It'd be different if I bought a paper. Like, Lord, let me at least. So that was something that was really important to me of graduating, because it showed to me, it showed to them, it showed to every dean that tried to come after me, it showed to every teacher that thought I wasn't going to make it. It showed to me that everybody that said, oh, Tianna, you ain't going to finish school. Boom. Look at me now. Young and educated. Something happened in 2016. I got my passport in 2016. Now I'm international. Now I can fly. See, I'm gonna tell you, this is crazy. The Lord is setting me up for my husband. Let me tell you why. Because I want to go to Africa for my anniversary. Forget all that. Oh, I want to go to Bahamas and Miami. No, I'm trying to go to Africa, and I need my passport. So look, I got my passport. See, it's just all coming together. It's just coming together. So don't mind me. I be acting a fool. But yes, it's coming. I'm happy I got my passport because I'm trying to travel to Canada and I'm trying to go to New York. 2016 wasn't always positive, but it was positive, but it wasn't always. There's a lot of things that happened. I lost some friends. I lost some people that was really close to me. There's been some deaths in this year. There has been a lot of struggles and trials, but it's about how you get through them and how you accomplish to move forward. And at last, also 2016, I started up my YouTube channel. I know people think I've probably been doing this for a while, but I've only been doing this for about 6 months, roughly about 6 months, and it's amazing. I don't do YouTube to wish that I'm the next and bigger and better person, but if it happens, I'm glad. I don't do YouTube to get paid for it, but if the money starts coming in, I'll be okay. Thank you. I will take that. But I do it because it's an outlet. I got bored when I got out of college. Between my job, like that little awkward stage between getting my job and college, I got bored and I said, you know what? What's something that I like to do? I like to talk. What's something that I don't mind? Being in front of a camera. I'll start a YouTube channel. So and I did. So I'm here, and I don't feel like, and I know I won't be going anywhere anytime soon. But one of my favorite YouTubers, Morgan Taylor, there was a video she created that really, at the time, I didn't understand. I was like, Morgan, why does anyone hate on you? Like, why are people saying negative stuff? You're beautiful, you're funny, you're entertaining, you post like every 2 days, like, you're awesome. If I was a YouTuber, I'm gonna be like you. And now that I am a YouTuber, I see what she's talking about. In one of her videos, she was talking about how, she thought about quitting because it's like people come for you for like the littlest things. Like the video won't even be about her hair, but people will say things about her hair and be vicious and be rude and say rude things. And it's like, why? Like, I never was a person to leave a comment rudely. My mama told me, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, you might as well just not say it. Why? Because it's not going to make a difference. Like, if you told me, like, if somebody wrote on my comments right now and said, hey, Tianna, I noticed your hair is straight on this side and curly on this side. Oh, that's ugly. Woo, wah, wah. I'd be like, thanks for watching. I mean, because at the end of the day, I'm a human. People forget that these YouTubers are humans. They are people just like you. We're just people that get in front of the camera and talk. So anyway, that's it. This is my recap of 2016. So much has happened. So much that you didn't know. So much things to learn. Like, watch out for shingles, because it's out there. Thanks for tuning in. I plan to come up with I don't know, something to tell you about my 2017. Maybe like, I don't know. We'll see. But thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a journey, 2016, but 2017 is about to be even better. I feel like it's my year. It really is. Now that I got the schooling out the way and I got all that, it's about to go down. So stay tuned. Make sure you are subscribed because there's so much going on. Comment below if you like, negative or positive. Thank you. Bye, guys.